I know you can do it.
Britain's in the midst of a body image revolution.
I got bigger boobs today. I know.
The fashion industry is embracing plus-size beauties like never before, and top modelling agency Milk is at the centre of this breakthrough.
I think the consumers, the clients, everyone is just like, this is kind of cool. This is a change. It's refreshing.
Their huge portfolio of curvy models is hot property, as they're being booked for sizzling photo shoots and glamorous after-parties all over the world.
She's doing a takeover in New York, and then she shoots this commercial the 12th and the 13th.
Now, with privileged behind-the-scenes access to some of the biggest and busiest stars of the plus-size modelling world, we follow this new generation of body-confident models who find themselves in the eye of the storm as they battle bullies, break boundaries, live life to the full.
You got H&M. Oh my God.
It was more money than I'd ever seen in my entire life.
While getting paid handsomely for it.
Standing in my pants for 10 hours a day is definitely my bread and butter.
This is the world of plus size and proud, changing attitudes to beauty one sassy photo shoot at a time.
She's just breaking boundaries left, right and centre.
Ooh, get used to this life, babes.
Anna Shillinglaw is boss of London model agency Milk.
I was just calling. I know you're shooting next week with like Sunny and stuff.
Nearly 8 years ago, Anna realised that there's serious money in plus-size fashion, and so started what she calls her Curvy board for plus-size girls.
A curve model is a model that's not your standard sample size. So that may be in the UK a size UK 6'8". And a curve model, I mean, our board ranges from a size 12 upwards. There's no stopping it. If we fall in love with a girl, it doesn't matter what size she is. There are no rules.
5 years ago, Anna had a handful of girls in her books. Today, she represents 100 sexy, sizeable sirens.
Our curve board is just, it's so busy right now and it's so exciting. I just think there's a massive movement, a massive change in the industry. I think people are bored of just seeing regular models. I think the consumers, the clients, everyone is just like, this is kind of cool. This is a change, it's refreshing.
That demand is also driven by a growth in the women's plus-size clothing market, now estimated to be worth £4.7 billion.
Girls are arriving for Simply Be. We need to check their cars are all booked for the airport.
Anna has booked 2 of her buxom beauties onto a major Curve brand shoot.
The great thing is, it's this shoot, but they're also booked for the September shoot.
Felicity, aged 30 and a size 20, is one of Anna's first Curve Girl signings.
My name is Felicity Hayward. I'm a plus-size model, and if I say I live in London, it makes me sound like I'm being on blind date. I mean, I'm a professional show-off.
And the shoot she's booked on today involves showing off quite a lot, as the brand is plus-size and proud. Cheeky?
We are shooting a Simply Be TV commercial for the winter. I think it's the Christmas campaign, right? It's party season. Yeah. Fun, glitter, dancing, we shall see, but we're doing the digital now.
I'm a role model for younger girls to just wear whatever they want. People are understanding that the world is not one type of person. The fact that I've got bleach blonde hair, the fact that I have cellulite, the fact that I have stretch marks, that I have moles on my face. Girls come in all shapes and sizes, and you do need to have representation.
Felicity's curves are in huge demand all over the globe, and she's just landed from a shoot in the States.
I got back yesterday. I did a red eye. I got back at 6 a.m. and I came straight to set, and then we finished yesterday. Oh, it must have been. When did we finish yesterday, Gordon?
8 o'clock.
So now I'm back.
And her modelling is getting her some pretty booty.
Look at this jacket. Gordon. So this is Nico Panda. This is for their show on Friday. So they just sent it to me so I can wear it. Yeah. It's really comfy.
Nice twerking, Felicity. Oh,
I can't believe this.
What?
Some brand have posted up a shirt saying being fat is not beautiful, it's an excuse.
Do you know how many times someone says to me, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, oh, I'm a model. And when you say, I'm a model, they literally look you up and down, and I'm just like, and I can see their head working and being like, this girl ain't a model, she's fat. This girl is not a model.
oh yes, she is. And her air miles are proof of that.
This year, I've been Italy, Morocco, Lagos, LA, New York, Mykonos, Ibiza. I love just like going off and just, oh, I'm going to Italy, I'm going to LA, I'm doing all of this.
Clients love Felicity because I think she's real. You kind of, what you see is what you get. She's just fully curvy and she's just full of life and she's happy. She's got this amazing smile that just lights up a room.
Equally as sassy is size 16 model Sunny Turner, who Anna's also booked for Simply Be's autumn-winter campaign.
I never really tell people I'm a model. So this guy that I'm going on holiday with, I told him I was a school teacher. Hi, I'm Sunny, I'm 20 and I'm a bad bitch. So my dad's side is Swedish, but he was adopted to an English family. Then my mom's side is Jamaican. Being plus size to me, it's about representing the fact that you can be comfortable in your skin, no matter what your size or shape, whether that's a 16, 12 or whatever.
But Sunny's still aware of barriers in the industry.
Last season, I was one out of only 3 plus size models to walk in London Fashion Week.
Oh, well done.
Which, yeah, it's like good for me, but like it's ridiculous like on the whole. Like how is London like one of the most diverse cities in the world, but they don't represent that on the runway? It's like ridiculous. Then this year I haven't seen any, I mean the shows haven't started yet, but I haven't heard or seen of any plus models even going to castings, and obviously you have to be requested for them. Okay, I don't care about London Fashion Week anymore is because they do not care about being size inclusive, skin inclusive, or hair inclusive.
It's hard to believe, but Sunny was shy when she first came.
Every single job I did for about a year, I'd be silent on set. I would not talk. I would not talk, not give an opinion. I would let them do whatever the hell they wanted to me, even if I looked stupid. But to be honest, that doesn't really happen anymore. This one time I was on set and I was like, oh my God, who is that barber? There was a barber on set. Like, you never get barbers. They're like the only people that are like not gay on set. No offense, Gordon, you're great, but you know.
I'm not gay. I only help them out when they're busy.
Gordon, for God's sake, you told me that you hate vagina.
Now she's this wild child, which I love. You know, in fashion, you know, they don't like boring people in the fashion industry. The fashion industry likes people that are a little bit wild and like stand for something.
The plus size label is going to give us a voice and a place in the industry, then I think it's positive.
Coming up, an international superstar breaks new ground. And Sunny reveals what's beneath their wings.
These are period pads. You used these, didn't you, for your armpits? The sanitary towels.
We're not talking about that.
Anna isn't just booking homegrown models, she's also working with international stars. Size 16 Hayley Hasselhoff has been booked by Jeans for Genes, a charity raising money for genetic disorders.
And she'll be doing a special shoot for The Sun, where she'll be wearing different types of jeans and like then commenting as well about obviously like the fit.
She's gonna love doing that as well, that's so good.
LA born, UK based, this international superstar arrives at the charity shoot.
I'm so excited for today though. It's gonna be great. We have how many looks going on?
The daughter of David Hasselhoff, she took to the stage at an early age.
Well, I started modeling when I was 14. I think that because Dad is obviously an actor, it sparked something in me, and I love performing, I love singing, I love dancing, I love just being out there.
And she's still juggling those entertainment balls today.
Hayley's not just a model, she's an actress, Curve fashion editor at Marie Claire. She's now just started art directing, so she has so many things going on.
Oopsie!
What's going on here?
They will fit.
It's good to have friends.
Want me to try and do it? Yeah, you try. You might be
I
stronger
know
than
you
me.
can do it. So the consensus is, it's a great jean, but the buttons are a bit difficult and they should have measured the size of the holes. Oh, I'm so close. But I'm doing it so
Oh my
fast.
gosh, yeah, how are you doing it so quickly?
I'm doing it so quickly.
Wow. Boom.
The consensus is, the jeans were meant for you to put them on yourself and not have other people help you.
The jeans may have been hard to get into, but she makes modelling them look easy.
Once you get into these, I like how tight they are. I like to feel secure.
Hayley's passionate that plus-size women should show off their bodies.
My biggest thing is gonna be taking a stance for giving curve girls the opportunity to have the same opportunity as straight size. We should be having plus size girls on the catwalks, we should be having them at beauty campaigns. It should be the normality. Beauty comes in all different shapes and sizes, so honey, that campaign's not gonna be worse because you bring a plus size model onto that set. Just because you're curved doesn't mean you always need to be comfortable. Let's suck it in and do some things for fashion here, people. I want to be tight fitted. I want to feel like my body is accentuated. So these are basically like an everyday jean.
Yeah.
Like if you're just around the house and you just want a comfy jean to throw on. Wait guys, I'm like stuck. How do I get down? Hold on, let me go down. Thankfully I was in the right outfit. Can you imagine if I was in a dress? Not cute.
She's smiling now, but she hasn't always been so confident.
When I was younger, my first recollection of being bullied was we had a dance, and I remember a boy didn't want to dance with me because I was the fat girl. And I think I was probably like 10, something like that. I remember walking out and being like, don't ever make me go to here ever again. I also was not afraid to speak up for myself or speak up for anybody else that was being bullied. I'm not afraid for you to get in my face and tell me who I am.
Thank you, everyone.
You're a star.
That's a wrap then. We got that. Well done.
Back at the agency, Anna and Jahali are planning Felicity and Sunny's next shoot.
I think it's a really strong, diverse cast. Sunny, you know, relates to like a certain kind of type of
like
youngster, younger audience. Felicity's that kind of like queen of curve, and
definitely.
you know, she's just so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's going to be so hot, and they're shooting autumn, winter.
Oh my God. That's my first load there. Winter clothes in summer.
Yeah.
With the temperature gauge nudging 31 degrees, time to sizzle on the shoot.
I'm gonna need to put a lot of setting spray on me, babes.
It's hot.
Yeah. It's always the way though, you always shoot autumn, winter in summer because obviously you need time to edit it. Usually it's not this hot.
6 years ago, Felicity was scouted in an East London pub. She was juggling several jobs at a time.
I was dabbling in DJing in nightclubs, and I had a day job working at a pupil referral unit for boys with behavioural difficulties, like primary school age. And I got an email from a modelling agency saying, is anyone representing me? And I actually thought someone was punking me. I thought this is a joke. No one really wants a curvy model. Maybe they just want them in this shoot, but like then no one's going to take it seriously.
But it wasn't a joke, and today she's working on award-winning ad campaigns.
Obviously you did my makeup like this yesterday, and I didn't have any time, so I went straight to my birthday dinner with the purple eyes. Like a really posh Italian.
An orange lip.
Yeah.
Felicity is now a Curve Girl social media pin-up, packing a punch as a powerful plus-size influencer.
I definitely think that I've influenced the industry in a way of people being unapologetically themselves.
When clients book models, they often now want to know how many followers they have. Felicity has broken boundaries in the sense that she shot the MAC makeup campaign, one of the first Curve girls to book a major cosmetic campaign. She is shot with photographers girls would die to work for, like the best of the best. Even now, actually, I'm starting to get calls from, you know, top high-end designer brands. She's just, you know, breaking boundaries and opening doors left, right and centre.
But being hot property has its downsides.
Changing the hair now. Come with me. Which is great because I'm boiling. I know. Get it off.
I've sacrificed having a partner, for sure. If I had a normal job, I would have more time. It's very difficult to maintain a relationship. It's very difficult to date as well. It's very difficult to try and get a boyfriend.
But 20-year-old Sunny, who's also on the shoot, is working overtime to mix business with pleasure.
I've had 3 hours sleep, but luckily we have you to make me look pretty. The power of makeup. The guy I went on a date with yesterday, though, he was a hairstylist on set, and I got set up with him.
Oh.
And like, he was funny and all, but not for me.
Where did you actually go?
We just went out in the Ace Hotel. Because we're staying in that hotel, and then upstairs, basically, they have parties every night, so I can hear the parties from my room.
So you're like, I'm going to go there.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I'll just go. And then I saw some people that I knew, and I was just like, well, I'll just take the date with me.
Spotted on social media at the age of 18, the former military cadet was then introduced to Anna at the agency.
Yeah, they were really, really nice. They were really enthusiastic about me. Anna like took a picture of me and put it on Instagram, like on her personal Instagram. I was like, okay, she must like me then.
When Sunny first came in, I remember I was with another model and I was super distracted because I was like, oh my God. And I remember having to like really kind of try and focus, but all in my head was like, I cannot let that girl leave this office. I have to sign her. I will do anything.
Sunny's now a mega star, shooting in New York and London, but it's come at a price.
I want to be a social worker. I was volunteering in a care home for teenage boys aged 16 to 21 who like don't know what they're doing with their life and like need help. But I had to stop that in March because I got too busy with this.
While Sunny's in makeup, Felicity gets a final fluff.
I got bigger boobs today.
I'm 30 years old and I'm in my prime right now. I've been doing this for 6 years, and I think it's different now because people are understanding that the world is not one type of person and not one size. Plus size model is just a model. I just wear bigger sizes.
It's one of the hottest days of the year, and Felicity's wearing a fake fur coat and boots.
Gonna get a walking in a minute.
You know what, that dress will flow really well.
It's a bit of a nightmare.
It looks great though.
There's no mistaking it's autumn with a coat like that, is it?
That whole colour palette
is gorgeous with the blue, it's nice. I'm really happy with the way today's going. Got all her key looks, keeping it really authentic to her. Amazing fashion that really works well with her. Yep, really happy. So far, so good.
Meanwhile, Sunny's telling tales.
What happened to me when I first signed to Mill, I was like, definitely not plus size, but I was definitely not like skinny enough to be a straight size model. And literally they were like, okay, we really want to sign you, we love you, you have a great face, you have great hair, but you've got to wear this fat padding. Every casting and every job, especially if it was a plus brand, I used to have to wear hip padding around the hips, ass padding, like.
And did they know in your casting, did they know that you're wearing padding?
Yeah, it was an open thing, people used to talk about it. Sometimes they would say, can you pad up twice? It's like Spanx, but then it's got padding in the back, padding in the sides. It literally, I was a size 12 and it would make me look a size 16, which is the size I am now, which is just like crazy.
For Sunny, leaving home and mum's cooking led to piling on the pounds.
Like, I was eating McDonald's every day when I first lived by myself in London.
Can you not cook?
I mean, I used to make oven stuff, like pizza and stuff.
Shove in the oven, that's not cooking.
Yeah, well that's how I became a plus size model. Seriously.
But because you're a plus size doesn't mean it's all gravy.
I think it's good to kind of maintain what clients book you for. But you know, people lose weight, people gain weight. We just have to kind of go with it. You know, we're dealing with human beings in this industry, so you just kind of got to roll with it.
Now I would definitely work to like maintain my shape because I realised that by going to the gym, you know, it's a part of life, and like just because you're a plus size model doesn't mean you shouldn't be healthy.
And power walking to our next shoot is Felicity.
So we're heading to the last location now. I think it's one we shot earlier. Just picking up on some like digital stuff, gifts. I don't know, fun stuff for the Instagram. No one's here.
I think Instagram has been a huge platform in a sense of people being able to connect with each other. You'll never see me use Facetune, you'll never use Photoshop. I've never edited or changed my shape or my body figure. I think that's important. It's a really good way of promoting body diversity.
Also with a ticket to ride on this new modelling road is Sunny.
Should we do an Abbey Road?
What's that?
Like the Beatles. You know who the Beatles are, right? Sunny.
Kinda, but not like properly.
Don't film this.
Because I have 2 Instagram accounts. One's like the basic one. My personal Instagram is just like pictures of friends, pictures of family, and then the other one is the money maker.
With over 250,000 followers on Instagram, Sunny makes money by posting photos of herself modelling various brands' clothes.
I feel like my family still don't take this as my career that seriously. I was just like, yeah, Dad, that's like what I do. I'm like a body positive activist. This fat is making me money.
Back at the makeup trailer, Sunny's up to mischief.
You used these, didn't you, for your armpits? The sanitary towels?
We're not talking about that.
I saw the YouTube. She did.
No, we didn't. You've seen nothing. You've seen nothing. You heard nothing. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
I saw, literally, they peeled off the back of the sanitary towel, stuck it to the arms, and then put the jumper on, but like she put on her literal armpit so she didn't sweat through it. She's a period pad.
Wrap up Felicity and Sunny, everyone.
Time to head to their hotel, a chance to talk about how quickly the world is changing.
After you?
Oh, it's the right mess.
Oh my gosh.
It was always like, does my bum look big in this? That was the quote.
Yeah, like
and now
Mean
it's
Girls.
just like, yeah, and now it's like, does my butt look big enough?
Yeah, literally.
Do you know what I mean? Does it look big enough? It's really
Yeah.
weird how like society's beauty standards just keep changing, and I think
Yeah.
it's so important. And just the fact that like my little sister has grown up not listening to society's beauty standards, and she does not care. She's got stretch marks. She's like quite developed and big and tall for her age, and she just loves herself. And that is for me what's so important, when you can influence even just one person to feel better about themselves. For me, like my size that I am right now is the perfect size for me to be working.
I feel like we've built a brand, so when brands want to work with us, they know what we stand for. But I do feel like if I was as slim as I was when I first started modeling, that I wouldn't have as many jobs.
Coming up, Mexican beauty Joss brings the heat to town.
You just got it all. The big eyes, the big lips, the boobs, you know, it's fantastic.
And things get frisky on the beach.
Felicity, I'm going to come and spank you.
Since launching her agency nearly 8 years ago, Anna's been campaigning for fashion to celebrate Curvy. Today she's arranged a photo shoot on the South Coast with some of her most sought-after models in a bid to promote her plus-size beauties.
So we're here today to take amazing pictures. I just think we've had so much success with our other kind of social campaigns showing like body diversity and body positivity that I've got this kind of idea in my head of a photo showing a bit of skin. Oh my God, you're perfection. And just keeping our campaign going of showing that different bodies are beautiful. And if people aren't going to take those pictures, well, then I'm going to arrange to take them to show people. We're going natural, but I want it, imagine like early Kate Moss sexy. And then the hair, a bit of a bend like they've just got up.
And knowing what sells best, Anna is intent on showing off their curves.
Kat, just because there's a bit of this, we can do a bit of when she's posing. You can put your arm around a bit.
Maybe not too much squishing, but yeah.
38F.
As professionals, these models know the tricks of the trade.
Shall I put my fanny clip on, Kat?
What's the very different?
I'll show
It's
you.
not blue, right?
I've not worn it yet, don't worry.
Yeah.
I haven't worn it.
There you go.
Oh I've never worn one.
Wow. That's just a camel toe.
A hoof.
A hoof.
Anna's put her agency at the front of the race by betting on Curvy.
Definitely see a shift in the industry, and especially lately, you know, big high street brands are using curvy girls in their mainstream advertising campaigns. You walk down the high street now and I can be, oh, there's my model in Primark, there's my model in Evans, and there's my model in Mango. I mean, it's crazy, amazing. I'm so happy, I'm so proud.
Anna's curve models range from size 12 to 26, and unlike most models, they represent the majority of British women.
Really nice to look around and see like other legs and stuff that look like yours. Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't know, I never did.
Because we're all thick bodies.
Big thighs, same lives. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, mermaid thighs.
Today's photos will be sent to their clients in a bid to push exactly how hot Curvy can be.
Everyone laugh. That's you, Felicity. Fanny alert. Just, oh, it's pants. I thought I saw something else. I was like, oh my God, please put it away. Beautiful. I'm so proud of everything, them and what we're creating. Yeah, absolutely. It's goosebump good, definitely. Definitely. Everything I was dreaming of is happening. We're working with clients that were on my bucket list. The girls are just so beautiful. Shoots like this just means we're creating beautiful images, and that's why I started doing this. Ah! You're fucking joking! I think I want the undie shot on the floor, though.
Hold it, I can't really be in the shot. It's already low. Great! My legs look nice, Anna.
So sorry. Guys, I've been a model. I've had to do this shit. So you know what? I've done my time.
This is fucking killing my feet, bruv.
Felicity, I'm going to come and spank you.
And Anna really has done her time.
Many years ago, I was a former model. I started modeling when I was 17. And I started gaining weight when I was about 25. And I was constantly told to lose weight. And then eventually one day I went to a casting. I was in New York, and the guy was just like looking at me like I was a piece of shit, you know, scum, even though I was most probably a size 10. I was like, I'm done. And then I spoke to my agent in New York about it, and he was like, you know, have you ever thought about plus size modeling? I've never been so insulted, because I was like, I'm not plus size. And then he showed me like a catalogue with curve girls in, and I remember seeing this beautiful curve model, Steven Tyler's daughter, Mia Tyler. She was so cool. I remember seeing her in a shop with her really amazing bag, and I was a bit like, girl crush. Kind of started doing curve modelling. Back then it was, you know, plus size modelling.
Aged 34, Anna set up her agency.
I started it was literally an idea in my head, and here I am 7 years later with 21 staff and top model shooting this and that, and I've worked so fucking hard to get here, and yeah, it makes me emotional just thinking about it.
Anna is always on the hunt to find the next big name in curve modelling. Today, she's sizing up 2 potential new recruits.
Do you want to just take a seat over there and I'll come over and have a chat with you, okay?
And finding the right curve girls for her books isn't easy.
So are you both applying?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And how did you hear about Milk?
Instagram.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, and what size are you?
18, 20.
Okay, great. And what about you?
16, 18.
Okay, great. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do some digitals, some Polaroids and some measurements.
Yeah.
And then, then we'll take it from there, okay?
Anna's straight down to business. Curve girls are defined by their measurements. What size you are determines the brands you work with.
We're just going to take a few little digitals of you, okay? Mm-hmm. So, Gia, do you want to do the pictures? I'm a rubbish photographer.
The photos help the team assess how well the girls perform on camera.
Yeah, the size is great. We really need girls this size, but I'm not sure they look like models. It's much harder to scout for a curve plus size model than it is a regular size girl. And you've always got to be a little bit delicate about what you say. If I can find a girl with an hourglass figure, brilliant. Those are the girls that like clients want. And I think statistically that is what sells. An air of confidence, and you know, the rest kind of follows.
If they do get signed, as the brands go global, so do the curve models.
So we have Joss coming in. She's coming in to do a job for Ula Popkin in association with Anna Schultz. So basically Anna's designing a line for them. So yeah.
Joss Corona is a size 16 Mexican beauty, and she's being flown in for a shoot with German plus-size brand Anna Schultz.
I love being a curve model. I love how I have the option to just not worry about like I need to lose weight or, you know, I think it's cool, like you just get to enjoy yourself.
Joss has got great proportions. My customers don't want to see somebody who's, you know, a plus-size model, but actually just tall and has got maybe big boobs. I think she looks a little bit fleshier than some of the other girls, and that's why I like her, because she looks curvy. You just got it all. The big eyes, the big lips, the strong hair, the boobs, you know, it's fantastic. I like girls who are very sensual and feminine looking, so I think for me, Joss is the epitome of curvy beautiful. I mean, the pictures we've taken so far, I think, are amazing. You look just stunning in them.
Thank you. I support women and I, you know, encourage women to be happy no matter what size you are. So for me, a size, it doesn't really mean something, you know. As long as you're happy, you can be a size 2, you can be a size 18.
As a plus-size model, confidence is part of the job.
I'm selling clothes. I need to make sure they look good. I enjoy my body how it is. I enjoy being a curvy girl. You can be a model if you don't like yourself. So for sure, the fashion industry has just helped me to be more strong, more confident, and yeah, happy with the things I do. I think London has put a big mark in the industry, giving the opportunity to people and to models. If I compare that to where I'm from, which is Mexico, it's not as common.
The drive to celebrate curvy is growing internationally, and one model intent on pushing it is Hayley Hasselhoff.
The beauty about being in fashion is it's something that's relatable worldwide, and we're able to have a voice through it. Yes, you may think that it's just clothing and garments and fun and dandy, but at the end of the day, we can make a movement through it, and that is what we're doing in the Curve department, and it's so exhilarating to know that I get to be a part of something like that.
And Hayley is now becoming a big player in the fashion industry. Today, she's heading to Mayfair to select a clothing range from designer Marina Rinaldi for their autumn-winter launch in LA.
So Hayley has been begging me for a long time to work with Marina Rinaldi. She absolutely just loves this brand. She just is the perfect ambassador for that brand. She knows what she's talking about when it comes to fashion.
Welcome back, Ali. I'm so happy to have you here. So good to see you.
With some of their pieces costing more than £1,000, this brand is plus-size, proud and posh, something which is still a rarity.
They're the only high fashion brand that is really out there in the world that caters for curve girls. The ideal thing is going to be that I pull as many pieces as possible, go upstairs and style like 5 to 6 looks, and then be able to try those on, really have talking points with each one of them. So during the event, it speaks to each woman. So one woman can be somebody who's bold and has the jacket and the skirt and the cheetah and kind of is being daring. And then another woman who's a bit more sophisticated and wants to keep it a bit more minimalistic and just doing a simple tailored suit.
Hayley's spoilt for choice today, but this isn't always the case.
Honey, I have no problem with the word plus size. My biggest fight in the plus size market is they still hide away the plus size sections in high street stores when more than half of their clients are plus size.
She's hoping this project will be the start of something beyond modelling.
Design is a huge piece of me. I think that it would be really great for me to do my own collection. I think we should definitely take this piece.
Okay.
There's lots to choose from, but will Hayley pick the right clothes to win over customers in LA and impress the brand?
I think that we've got everything. We've more than enough outfits to style up, and you have been such an amazing help.
Because it's easy with you. You are such an amazing person.
I love you. I'm really excited.
Coming up, Sunny uses her jet-set lifestyle for good.
You are put in situations where you can create a change for the better.
And Felicity takes on Fashion Week.
I am plus size, I like fashion, and I deserve to be here.
Representing the dress sizes of real British women, the ladies at the agency have become more than just models. With a legion of fans on the internet, they're getting noticed as powerful influencers.
Does my crotch look baggy though?
They're not just models, they're personalities, they're actors. activists. And yeah, a lot of these models have so many followers, you know, like hundreds of thousands, millions. It's crazy.
I could just be a model, and there's plenty of girls out there that just do modelling and that's all they do and they're very content with it. But I'm a Leo. I'm very passionate. I love life and I love people, and I want to be able to, I always want to push myself to do more.
Recently, Felicity started a social media campaign called Self-Love Brings Beauty to promote body confidence.
Doing Self-Love Brings Beauty and seeing the reaction of people in such a positive way is just making me just want to push and push until I can make this a global movement.
And Felicity's taking this movement to London Fashion Week. But to stand out with this lot, she's pulling out the big guns. Felicity's here to be part of London's showcase for top designers and for the latest trends.
Fashion Week is really fun, and I think for me, I really enjoy the parties, but it's difficult for me because there's only so much I can be inspired by Fashion Week, because if I don't see people like me represented on the catwalks, I can love the collections, but there's still that kind of like, still not for me, hun, is it? How am I going to fit my arse in a size 10? This is not going to happen. The way that I see it and the way I can make London Fashion Week more diverse is by simply being there. Being there, being on the front row, having an amazing outfit. If you're in a position of influence, you need to make sure that you show up. Be seen, you have your photo taken and be like, hi, this is me, I am plus size, I like fashion, and I deserve to be here, just as much as everyone else who is smaller than me. But at the end of the day, this year, we've had such a huge push in diversity in fashion and in editorials. We will have some change. I think it needs to happen.
One ex-model who tried to shake up the industry years ago is plus-size clothing designer Anna Scholz.
I discovered there was a gap in the market when I was growing up, and I decided to fill it with some beautiful clothes for curvy women, because I was 13 years old, 6 foot tall and a size 16, and I couldn't find anything interesting to wear. So I decided to study fashion design. I moved to London from Germany, and I studied at St. Martin's and did my BA in fashion. Even my final collection was all about making plus-size women look great on the catwalk.
In 2009, Anna launched her clothes range online, becoming part of the plus-size movement.
I think it's fantastic that the plus-size industry has grown so much over the last 10 years. So I think especially in the last 5 years, plus-size women have so many more choices than they've ever had.
Today, she sells all over the world, direct from her website.
Bigger women have been neglected by the fashion industry for decades. Through social media, they've finally found a voice, and now it's become a really part of the mainstream fashion industry, and all the media are embracing curvy women.
Let's talk about how it was to be a model.
What, 100 years ago?
Stop.
She began modelling as a teenager when curve girls weren't celebrated like they are today.
There was a few agencies who had a few models on the books, but there wasn't like any plus-size agencies like Milk out there. No.
Yeah.
I did weird kind of advertising, like I advertised in the German lottery, the meat industry, which was like quite funny. I did a big Stop AIDS campaign where I had a condom on my thumb saying, "Stop AIDS, use condoms." That was the biggest billboard campaign I did. The more we do, the more the media is accepting plus-size models into the mainstream. We are such a big part of the population. I mean, if you look at statistics, we've got about 47% of the population which are size 16 and over, so it's literally half of all the women. So I think it's important that they're part of any fashion industry.
And today, demand is high, and the agency is running dry on models as they're booked out for the major winter campaigns.
I love negotiating rates. I think it's literally my favourite part of the job. What about you?
Me, I hate it.
Do you hate it? I love it.
These models can make up to 20k a day on some of their jobs, but it's not just about the money.
Modelling has like 100% given me opportunities that I never thought that someone like me would get, because when I was younger, I don't think I really saw like people from like my background.
And modelling has helped Sunny sign up more than 250,000 Instagram followers. And she's using this voice to promote body positivity.
I feel like I've been given this platform and it feels like I have to use it for good. Having a social conscience as a model is really important, because as you start growing, you have a responsibility to the people that look up to you, and you are put in situations and scenarios where you can create a change for the better.
Sunny joined the Nando's team in Mozambique, helping out on one of their projects fighting malaria. A project she wanted to do to help people less fortunate than herself.
We flew business class, may I just add. We flew business class, so we had like a bed.
And the opportunity to fly business, of course.
I was so passionate about this project because 1 in 5 children under 5 in that area die of malaria. We were spraying down houses with insecticide to stop mosquitoes getting in the house, which obviously stopped malaria getting in and spreading and stuff. This was definitely more stimulating than some other jobs that I've done. I think it because you're helping contribute to a positive change.
And working on projects like this is the direction Sunny wants to take.
I think it's really important to give back, and to travel the world and just see how different people live is like amazing.
Also flying the flag internationally is Hayley Hasselhoff, who's been flown to LA to launch the autumn-winter collection of fashion brand Marina Rinaldi.
The event for Marina Rinaldi went amazing. It was such a sensational show and thing to be a part of. I hope that I'm making a difference. I want to be somebody that can make a movement for Curve, and I want to be able to be somebody that shows that it's really just a normality. I don't really look at myself and go, oh, I'm Curve. I go, oh, I'm Hayley, and I'm doing a great job at my job. And I'm making movements because I'm passionate about it and because there needs to be more spoken about it.
Anna's agency have been pushing plus size for 8 years, and tonight it's their birthday party.
So we're here at a rooftop in East London, and we are celebrating 8 years of milk. I'm so out of breath. I'm so out of breath. I have no doubt we have the strongest curve board in London and possibly the world. Definitely say that this year has been a record high for us. We've booked things that I've only ever dreamed of booking. Working with brands that never used to do curve, it's so exciting. I mean, it's definitely been the best year yet.
I definitely believe that it's a good time to be a model. No two people on this planet are the same. Time to be involved in campaigns, whether if you're a blogger, an influencer, or a model, because people are waking up to the fact that just like, it's not all skinny white women.
And diversity is here to stay. And it's kind of like get on that train or get off.